Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the people of Buenos Aires do their football like no other people. So different to anything else you will see anywhere else. There really is no imitating this. There is certainly no improving upon it. The action has already started.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raúl.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
Nedved, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. More and more pressure on the ball here. Barella. It's Pedri. And it's Hernandez. Raúl. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. This looks promising. Eto'o. Tchouaméni. Pedri. Rijkaard. And it's Hernandez. Raúl. Raúl looking to penetrate opposition lines. It's Pedri. Passing is... He's having a go! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
And he passes it long. Eto'o is herring after that one. Eto'o gets flagged offside. Fenerbahce, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now it's Tchouaméni. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Hakimi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And it's Pedri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pedri. Hernandez.
FC Tokyo clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Fenerbahce have got it back and they'll have another go. Messi. Good driving run. Very nicely done. Pedri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. It's Bale! Now, who's going to be first to this? Tchouaméni, Cannavaro, and it's Hakimi. Rijkaard. And Hernandez knocks it into space. Now it's Raúl. Now that looks a decent ball. Played into the chance! Has a look and plays it forward. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's well spotted. Pedri. And it's Rijkaard. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Raul, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Barella. And here's Pedri, played out wide. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Pedri really struggling to influence the game, and it's Bale. Bale! So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Takes a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He scores! Fenerbahce leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Hernandez. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Rijkaard has got himself a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And this is Bale. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Fenerbahce leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. And it's Tchouaméni.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And a chance! He scores! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Fenerbahce are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And here's Forlan. Forlan, shot a goal! It's in! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Cannavaro cuts it out. Raul. Rijkaard. Pedri. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. And this is Hullet. That's the keeper's ball. Rijkaard. to Barella. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Now it's Barella. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Hakimi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, no joy this time. Barella.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
He is through here, and the shot! It's in! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Fenerbahce take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Now it's Nedved. That's an imaginative pass. Baresi. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Pedri. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Rijkaard. Cannavaro. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Cannavaro. Hernandez goes on a charge down the left. He's picked his way through. Pull it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pedri. Now it's Raul. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
FC Tokyo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Bale. Driving forward. He has found the way through. It's Bale! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, oh, that is asking for trouble. And that has left him in a heap. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Probably be looking to play it square from here. And this is Nedved. Barella. Here's Tchouaméni. Rijkaard. And it's Rijkaard. Raul. Well timed, excellent interception. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. That's been slipped through. Baresi. Pedri. And we're done. Fenerbahce are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactics So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. This terrific, familiar sight for all who follow Latin American football. It has featured in so many famous international tournaments. So we're up and running.
When you have Edwin van der Sar in goal, it's like having an 11th outfield player. He can make every kind of save and get his team on the front foot.
Has a great gift for distribution, doesn't he? Almost assists.
Exactly, he's a playmaking goalkeeper who likes to trigger attacks as soon as the ball ends up in his possession.
And he was quick to react. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Eto'o. And it's Nedved. Eto'o. Now can he find a finish? Oh, he's been flattened there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Distributed tidily. Nedved. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Yamal. And the shot! Heracles! Goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Looking tidy in possession. Chance! Off the post! And he's there to get it away. And he's being shifted off it. He's got away.
Oh, really well played.
They're urging him to shoot. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Fenerbahce are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rummenigge. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Nedved. Eto'o. That's the keeper's ball. Gullit finds himself offside. Davids. Vinicius Junior going full tilt down the left. Seedorf. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Bale. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Messi. Thuram cuts it out. Out to the left it goes. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's picked it up out wide. And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's surging through. Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's been taken short. And here's Bale. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose. Has another go! He's got a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Davids. Now he's off and running. Vinicius Junior. Foot in. Van der Ven cuts out the pass. Goes looking wide. Sends it crossfield. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. And it's Davids. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Gabriel. Now it's Bale. And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Reflections on the first half?
Fenerbahce really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Heracles clearly should have gone for the easier...
And the finish! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Nedved attempts a clearance.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. That's an imaginative pass. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Eto'o. Nedved given the lift of his goal.
Might want to be careful there.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Davids. Okay. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yamal, and he's managed to get free. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. That is a great pick out. Oh, well played. Vinicius Junior. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is good alertness. Turns back here, probably the best option. Rummenigge might just make this. Chips it through. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Fenerbahce certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Rijkaard. Van der Ven. Well read, nice interception. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're...
Torres! Now, who's going to be first to this? And this is... and again! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Thuram. That's a sharp pass. Now that's well seen too. Oh, that's clever. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Gullit. And he passes it long. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rafael Leao. And the pass is intercepted. Nedved. Gabriel calmly anticipates. And this is Eto'o. He might be in here! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied. Bale! Oh, what a save from Van der Sar! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Good ball, good take. Fenerbahce with another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Bale goes short. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Fenerbahce really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Nicely aimed pass. Maldini gets across to intercept that. They'll have one final crack at it. Cannavaro. Oh, a delicate chip through.
Eto'o really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Nedved. Heracles can't breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Passing nice and neat. Nedved. Shifted it to the flank. In with the challenge. Gullit did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Nedved could try cutting inside here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Fenerbahce complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very...
And that will be the final act. Fenerbahce have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Nedved claiming...